Hey everybody, it's your old pal Brian Hunt. Welcome to another episode of 60 Seconds of Risk. And today I've got a very special guest. I have Mr. Harry Adorian from New Dawn Risk.
Thanks for having me.
So if you can notice by his accent, he's not from these parts. He's from London. so Harry, what brings you here to the States?
Well, I'm doing sort of road trip, 2-week road trip. As you can see by my suitcase, I'm here for a while, seeing wholesale retail brokers, telling them a little about the London market and how we might be able to help them.
Yeah. So for those who are not familiar, what is New Dawn Risk? What service do you guys provide in the insurance world?
Yeah, so New Dawn is a independent Lloyd's broker that specialise essentially in 3 things. So professional liability, D&O management liability and financial institutions, and then cyber, media and tech.
So you're so glad you're here because the timing is everything. Because I've been wanting to talk about the London markets and how London actually fits within the world of insurance. Now, you can almost say, I don't think insurance started in London, but London sort of made it where it is today. And London has a very unique position in the insurance world because, like, if I'm working with a client and I say one of the big carriers that like to advertise on the PGA, they don't want to do it. In other markets, I got to go maybe find another solution to help my client transfer that risk. Can you explain to people how the box works in London?
Yeah, so the box is, we call it the box. It's essentially a stool next to a desk in the building of Lloyd's, which is the marketplace. Yeah. And Lloyd's is a marketplace that just facilitates the transaction between broker and underwriter. Okay. So they're all situated in one building, so it makes it very easy for a broker to go around and to get the underwriters to write the risk. And the reason being is because in London, London is a subscription market, so you might have anywhere between 1 to 5 to 10 different underwriters on a particular risk. Okay. And something you were alluding to earlier, which is why they would probably be more likely to take on the quirkier, maybe harder to place risks that certain domestic markets may not want to write.
And so the process, I think you and I are talking about it, there can be a little bit of I don't want to say politics involved, or strategy involved, and how you want to do things. So, like, say you've got a difficult risk you're trying to transfer. What is your sort of maybe methodology to try to get the best success you possibly can on behalf of your clients with these underwriters at Lloyd's?
Yeah, well, I think it's really important to get yourself into Lloyd's regularly and be a face that your markets recognise. As a rule of thumb, we try to go in sort of 2 or 3 times a week. Okay. As you know, the insurance market is all about relationships, and the London market is all about face-to-face broking. We will send email submissions every now and again, but we tend to try and get in front of our underwriters and really explain what the risk is, the story behind it, why it's come to London, and essentially get into like the weeds of what it is that's going on in the risk. Yeah,
and I think you make a very good point because it's something I talk to my clients a lot. I think there is a mindset or potential, like when a broker, like one of our competitors or just in the broker world, they get an application and they shotgun it out to the carriers and just wait for a result to come back. Well, if you're an underwriter, all you got is just a submission. Depending on the quality of the submission, you just might, no, I'm not going to bother looking at it. But if you have the ability to tell your story, if I can get my clients to tell their story to underwrite, that goes a long way. I imagine it's the same thing. If you have the ability to tell your story on behalf of your client, to get that underwriter to sign off with a pen, that goes a long, long way.
Definitely. And I think, sometimes there's so much more than just the one-page of submission. Yeah. There might be a claim which has a lot of different aspects to it, and you can really get into what went wrong, what were the lessons learned, and how can we move forward from there. It might be one claim that happened, and the rest of the years are completely clean. Yeah. So you can kind of get into the nitty gritty of that one claim, and I think you can get so much more in a conversation, whether it's a sort of 5 or 10 minute conversation at the box, rather than a one-line email. So yeah, it's definitely a better way to do business. I think you can get much more out of it.
As you said, I think a conversation goes a long way, and having that underwriter know you makes all the difference. Yeah, perfect. Absolutely. Hey, thank you so much for your time. This is fantastic. Everybody, like always, if there's a certain topic or subject you want to see, please post a note on LinkedIn. You can subscribe to this video and see these videos on my channel at YouTube. You can also find the links to these videos on the website formerly known as Twitter, Substack, and Facebook. Until next time, guys.